What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. This is episode 427 for the week of February 1st, 2026. I should have cleaned my glasses before starting this episode, but hey, fuck it. We're here, and that's what we're doing. And the title of this week's episode is, Can You Smell What the Community is Cooking? Oh, I've been wanting to do that all fucking day. I was able to finally do it. What's up, chat? How we doing? Audio listeners, how's it going? We got a lot going on. Deadlight says, is that what you think? It doesn't matter what you think. On this week's episode of the show, the 2026 off season, I'm putting that in quotes because we're getting a season in some capacity, is about to begin, which means we've got community tournament announcements and Rostermania in full force. What's up, Quack? I did not watch the reel you sent me, Quack, but I have a feeling, I'm not kidding, I did not watch it yet, but I am genuinely assuming that it says fuck you, Josh, within that reel. I'm going to make an educated guess that at some point within that reel, it says, fuck you, Josh. And I'm probably right. Knowing you, sending me shit, I'm probably right. I'm just going to go on a limb and say that. Guys, let's get into some competitive news. We got a lot to talk about. Frosty discusses 2026 Halo rosters, which team looks strongest, confirms Shopify will compete in the LVT Halo Land this month, and more. This is by Frosty and Crispy Corn Pops over on Reddit. Alamarch, a shout out, asked Frosty about the current announced teams and which one he considers the best on paper. He said probably Trippy's team. That is not the same as it is anymore. Says Penguin's team is also really fucking good. It'll depend on which team has the most passion and best work ethic. Shopify will be competing in the LVT Halo Land on the 20th through the 22nd in San Antonio, Texas. He says that we're going to compete in every tourney, everything that's going on. So that is awesome. And regarding scrims, Shopify already scrimmed Legion Gaming, and they also skimmed Akave, and they obliterated them as expected. Says after today, they don't have a packed scrim schedule because people don't want to or are not trying to scrim as much. Their team is down whenever with whoever. Still going to be good either way. They don't need scrims. They just want scrims. It's up to everybody else how hard they want to grind. They don't need scrims, bro. Everyone else needs scrims because they are just probably going to win everything anyway. Are we ever going to get the red face up shirt on the wall? It's like the cutest shirt. No. No, Dav, we're not, because the FaZe jersey stays. Oh my God. Is that the one, the only Austin McWin in the fucking chat right now? God damn. What a legend. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? So it's funny, like Rostermania is very, we do things, Rostermania moves very quick, right? Where Frosty on one of his streams talked about that Trippy roster that Trippy had announced and whatnot, and it looks like that roster is no more, or at least in some capacity because of Cherished, which we'll get to. But, oh boy. Moving on, Tashi's Tantalizing Tidbits. This is actually going to be a twofer. This week. Not only do we have Tashi's Tantalizing Tidbits in the competitive news section, but we also have it in the regular news section as well. We got a lot of Tashi included in this fucking episode. So, regarding Halo Fest tournaments, from Daryl, he asks, is there any chance of a Halo Flashpoint tournament? It'd be cool to have a way to show off painted minis too. Tashi replied, this is a super cool idea. Maybe. Crow asked, will there be any open bracket tournaments for Infinite or any other game for Halo Fest? Tashi replied, yes. Richie Hines is working on the plans. We'll share more in the coming months. Okay. And then from Tashi as well, the HCS Invitational Tournament will be invite only. That's obvious. We will have open competitions, and those will be free for GA ticket holders to enter. Okay, so like they do with side events. Oh my God, Verb's here too? What the fuck? Crazy shit, man. It's a great day. It's a great fucking day. But yes, sounds like there will be side tournaments in some capacity at Halo Fest. Plans are being made right now. We'll just have to wait and see. Regarding the current ranked offerings, Whisper asked, is there any chance we'll get an update to the ranked arena map mode rotation to more closely reflect this year's rotation? He says HCS, but it's not technically HCS. And Tashi replied, yeah, it is coming. So if you're still grinding ranked and infinite, then please understand that vacancy's coming. Yippee. Gerald, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Next up, regarding the Puckett Halo CE land, this is by Puckett. He actually from Icy Chiller. He states, if y'all need help with the setup, teardown, and everything in between, currently free those dates and can bring us some barbecue. Puckett says it's a classic event with folks bringing donated equipment for the weekend. Oh, vacancy's been there. Sorry, never mind. Just the map mode combinations. What's up, Grenade? How's it going? I'm just hoping he means Fortress Forbidden and Bomb will be removed. Wouldn't that be amazing? Holy shit. Oh, but we gotta have variety in the playlist. All right. Next up, DreamHack Birmingham side tournaments update. This is by DreamHack. Real quick here, hold on. I should have saved this before, and I'm an idiot, and I didn't. So give me 1 second, because of course I'm going to do it live, as always fucking happens on this show. I got to give a shout out to Captain James Force for leaving a YouTube comment on the last episode, because they updated the graphic in on the DreamHack website for the Halo Infinite 2v2. So I included the updated graphic in this week's episode, and I will read you through what those side tournaments are. There's going to be a Halo 5 2v2 with $1,000 prizing, Friday, 6:45 p.m. to 9 p.m. There will be 8 teams, single elimination. All matches will be best of 3. A Halo 3 2v2 with $1,500 in prizing on the Sunday from noon to 4:15 p.m. 16 teams, a single elim, best of 3 with a best of 5 finals. The Halo Infinite 2v2, this one's updated, $2,500 prizing. Saturday, 6:45 to 9 p.m. and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. 32 teams, single elimination, best of 3 matches with a best of 5 finals. And, of course, a Halo Infinite FFA with $5,000 in prizing. Saturday from 12:45 to 7:30 p.m. 128 players, single elim, best of 1. There you go. And again, shout out to Captain James Force for letting me know about the updated graphic on the site. I do appreciate it. Speaking of DreamHack Birmingham, the team passes are on sale right now. Okay? Team passes are on sale right now. And I'm really excited for this week's episode. I'm also really excited for next week's episode, because we'll finally have an understanding of teams that are going to be signed up, because the first open series is this coming weekend. And I think there's going to be, because now these are opens, right? The first 2 tournaments are strictly opens. Anybody and everybody can compete in them. And then the qualifier is the last one leading into DreamHack. So I'm very curious the amount of teams that are going to be signed up for this weekend. Very curious how many teams are going to be signed up for this weekend, considering it is literally an open event for all regions to compete in, or all registered regions for the HCS for the last 4 years. But you know what I'm getting at. Is the Birmingham event on Xboxes? Yep. It is. You know what? One more thing I'm going to do live here. I'm going to see if they ever updated the FAQ. Because I still thought the funniest thing in the world Where is it? Is it not on there anymore? Hold on. Will there be seating? Nope. Still says it'll be standing room only. That's going to be fucking funny. All right. Very cool. Very cool. Austin says, I heard the entire year is on Xboxes. That'd be fucking insane. That would be fucking insane if true. Ash says, I couldn't find, do all regions compete in the same open? Or are they separate per region? I think it's all the same open. Oh, Austin, I don't know if it was or was not. That's the first time I'm hearing of it, to be honest with you. I don't know. Yeah. We know about Birmingham. Guys, Mickwood's leaking. They probably won't do Xboxes for the Halo Fest Invitational. That's what I would assume. I would assume that Xboxes are not going to be part of the Invitational. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they still have that AMD partnership. Now, granted, now that the HCS is done, maybe they don't anymore. But I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. But yeah, Ash, I think it's all I think every region's playing in the same open. I truly believe they are. Because the links included on DreamHack's website go to a singular link, per event, per open. No, Ash, I could be wrong at the end of the day. Maybe they make additional links, but if I'm going based off of strictly what is on DreamHack's website, where it links out to Faceit, it's 3 Faceit links. One for the first open, one for the second open, and one for the qualifier. And I think all regions are competing within the same link. So take that for what you will. So yeah, if you're planning on competing in DreamHack Birmingham, team passes are on sale right now. I think with the conversion rate, it's around $350 US. $350 US, roughly around there. ANC would only have 2 teams anyway. Probably. All right, moving on. Halo Rec League Season 18 signups are open right now. This is by the Halo Rec League. Multiple skill divisions. Mixed solo duo signups matched with others run Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern and 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Pre-made, bring your own team, run Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern and 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Signups close Signups close on February 8th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and included in the show notes is a link to their Discord server. Go ahead and join up, please. Get some competitive games in, have some fun. Think of it as a recreational Halo beer league, basically, where yes, everybody wants to win and all that, but it's kind of more so about finding some like-minded folks, having a good time, playing some Halo competitively in a little bit more of a casual environment. Next up, speaking about competitive leagues, Summit League Season 1 has begun. This is by Summit League. It starts now. Summit League Season 1 is live. Create your team, schedule a match, and play your way. Compete at the peak. SummitLeague.gg. Go do it. It's available right now. European Halo League, the 2026 roadmap has been revealed. This is by the European Halo League. Our roadmap till June 2026, plenty of Halo for all of EU. Our entire suite of online events are brought to you by HyperX. They've stepped up to support the EU Halo community and a $9,000 prize pool that has been boosted by the HCS. And that's fucking awesome. That's just fucking awesome. So let's see here. There will be, let's just run you through the events here because there are a lot of them. There will be an MCC's doubles tournament on February 11th. There will be an infinite doubles tournament on February 18th. There will be a kickoff LAN event on March 7th. And again, this is European Halo League. This is all in the EU. The draft will be taking place on March 14th with a tournament on March 15th. Keeping on within the spring, April 10th, April 17th, and April 24th are Swiss events, with the finals of the Spring League taking place on April 26th. There will be a Spring FFA on May 6th. This is some fucking crazy shit. My God. There will be a draft clash on the 30th and 31st of May, which is also a LAN event. There will be a Summer FFA on June 10th and an MCC Pride doubles event on June 22nd. Holy fuckerinos, man. That's crazy. That's awesome. That's a giant-ass fucking roadmap. That's only through June. Damn. Guys, you want to know... Yo, Dementor with the 13-month resub. Thank you so much. You get a whoa! Greatly appreciated, man. Welcome back. Do you guys know... This is going to sound stupid. You know when you know that Halo Esports is back in any capacity? Ladies and gentlemen, Ashaman's seeding chart is back. This is by Ash. He says, heads up HCS pros and AMs. I'll be managing my HCS seeding chart again for 2026. Points from 2025 are used for the first online open coming up February 7th and 8th. So once teams start signing up, I'll post the seeding for that first. Stay tuned. So fucking shout out to Ash as always for keeping everybody informed and everybody up to date on their points and just keeping up to date on that and being a really, really great resource for all that information. And also another thing I got to shout out Ash for is the fact that he tries to keep tabs on teams and making sure that they're all registered and whatnot, whether it be on Start, on Faceit, whatever it is. So again, shout out to you, Ash, and very happy that your seating chart is back. Shroom, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Greatly appreciated. LVT LAN information has been announced. This is a big one. Okay, this is a big one. We finally have the information. Not all the information, you fuckers. Not all the information. But we got a lot of the information. Daddy Penguin, welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome. So, the LVT LAN is official. The partners will include HCS, GameSir, and Red Bull Gaming. And to celebrate, they're going to be giving away 3 GameSir G7 Pro controllers. You can enter and do all that shit if you want. There will be a $20,000 prize pool split across both Halo Infinite on PC. So, Austin, you're fucking wrong. I don't know if you're taking into consideration the LVT LAN. I'm just giving you shit. And also split amongst Halo 3 on the Xbox 360. And I'm really curious how that's going to go. Like I said it before and I'll say it again. I love Halo 3. Halo 3 is my favorite in the franchise. But I've gone back to play it on original hardware, and I don't think it plays very well. So it doesn't feel as good. So I'm very curious how it's going to be received. It's going to be packed because all the Halo 3 kids are in Texas, so many San Antonio kids. I respect that. Dab says, just a quick question. We're leaving the Rostermania subject for last? No. Maybe if you open up the show notes, Dab, you can see where we are. You can follow along. Everybody open up your show notes and go to the first segment of competitive news, please. So, yes. It's okay, Dab. I'm just giving you shit. And also, like Moon Dizzle says, you can look at the top of the screen. Look at that. Next segment is roster. Oh my God. It's like it's been there the whole time. Wow. Holy shit. Oh, it's okay, Dav. It's okay. You've learned now. Now you've learned. See? Now when you look, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's there. Whenever I ran OG Halo 2, it takes me like 3 games and shit feels like butter again, but the tube TVs and 30 FPS and zoomed in FOV definitely hurts a bit. I just think, Austin, I really feel like it's those rose tinted glasses are going to come off real quick. That's my only worry. Like, I know people are going to sign up and I know people are going to compete. Like, I hope it's going to be the fucking case. Especially when there's any type of money on the line. It is in Texas. So, like, I have a feeling people are going to sign up and compete. But I have a feeling that, like, those rose tinted glasses are going to come off and it's going to be, oh man. I don't know. Daddy Penguin says Red Bull Rise Till Dawn Halo 3 was one of my favorites. Zane gave me the trophy. Love it. Hey, congratulations on your trophy. Or I should say congratulations on Zane's trophy. Nothing will make Halo 3 kids hate Halo 3. Hey, as Austin, I am a Halo 3 kid, okay? And even I can't go back and play that shit in original hardware. No way. No. And I understand MCC has its flaws and everything. I understand MCC has its flaws, but like, I don't know. I can't go back from 60 FPS. Or 120 or whatever. You're playing on PC or whatnot. They'll play Halo 3 till their dying breath. I would not. I would not be doing that. But I understand where you're coming from. Jesus Christ. There will be a hotel discount as well. Details are over at lvthalo.com. Now, let's talk about what's over at lvthalo.com. $20,000 total prize pool, $15,000 for Halo Infinite. First will take home $5,200, second $3,350, third will be $2,250, fourth will be $1,500, and fifth, sixth will take home $850 apiece. And then there will be a $5,000 Halo 3 prize pool, with first taking home $1,750, second with $1,100, third $750, and fourth $500, fifth, sixth will be $450. Team passes are available right now. Key things to consider here. You will get a slight discount if you buy both a Team Pass for Halo Infinite and Halo 3, which means, yes, the intention with how they're scheduling the event to take place, if you are going to compete, you are able to compete in both the Halo Infinite and the Halo 3 events. Okay, there will not be any issues of overlapping. You will have the opportunity to compete in both should you choose to buy a Team Pass for both. Now, the Team Pass prices, it'll be $350 for both the Halo Infinite and Halo 3 Team Pass bundle. It'll be $200 for the Halo Infinite Team Pass and $200 for the Halo 3 Team Pass, again, taking place on Xbox 360. Okay? So if you buy both, you get a $50 discount. If you buy them individually, it's $400 total, or they're $200 apiece, depending upon which one you want to compete in. Tournament ops will be handled by the DSA group, as always, and they're phenomenal. LVT LAN event schedule. The events and the event schedule are always subject to change, so please just keep that in mind just in case something happens. On Friday, February 20th, 2026, at 2 p.m. local time, you can walk up and they're walk-up buy-in side events. These side events include Halo Infinite FFA on PC, Halo Infinite 2v2 on PC, Halo 3 FFA on Xbox 360, Halo 3 2v2 on Xbox 360, and a Halo 5 2v2 on PC. Okay? A Halo 5 2v2 on PC. And again, that's all on Friday. On Saturday, February 21st, at 11 a.m. local time, the Halo 3 4v4 begins and the Halo Infinite side events begin. At 4 p.m. local time, the Halo Infinite 4v4 begins and the Halo 3 side events begin. Okay? On Sunday, February 22nd, Halo 3's 4v4 and Halo Infinite's 4v4 will conclude. Tools was in the Pro Talk Discord and was chatting it up with Ash for a little Q&A that Ash had. And Tools had stated that Friday will be side events. Saturday and Sunday will be split into two halves. Saturday morning, Halo 3 main event, Halo Infinite side events. Saturday afternoon, Halo Infinite main event, Halo 3 side events. Same format on Sunday. Both grand finals will be played back to back. It'll be best of 5 double elimination. Okay. Frequently asked questions that took place over on lvthalo.com. Is this event open to spectators? Unfortunately, no. Space is limited at this event. It will be held in a LAN center. You can tune in online on LVT channels if you wish to enjoy the event without competing. Okay? Ash says, I remember Tashi asking pros their thoughts about Halo 5 on PC, and the feedback was no. Curious to see how it plays out. Yeah, I am curious as well. I think at the very least, if I'm going to play devil's advocate here, at the very least, I like the opportunity of using this quote unquote off season as a way to experiment, right? I like that idea. It's not an official league capacity or anything like that. It gives organizations and teams and whatever an opportunity to test things out, experiment a little bit. I like that idea. Just like Ash, I believe I have this in the community Q&A segment as well, or the community FAQ, I should say, where you had asked about like what the format would be if Swiss may be included or not. And again, we'll get to it in a minute, but just overall in general for the year, right? I think this would be an opportunity to like, hey, if we want to test some different types of formats out for events or tournaments, this would be the opportunity to do so. Not necessarily with the LVT LAN itself, but just for the year in general. Can I play in both Halo Infinite and Halo 3? Yes, we plan to have Halo 3 in the first portion of the day and Halo Infinite in the second. There's a discounted rate for Team Pass owners who wish to own a Team Pass for both tournaments. If I buy the bundle, do I need to have the same roster for Halo Infinite and Halo 3? No. You may have a different roster between the two titles. Will there be food and drink available at the LAN? The food court will not be open. Snacks and drinks will be available for purchase at the LAN center desk. Outside food and drink can be eaten in the food court or the outside lounging area. And then, what equipment do I need to bring? Please revisit this page closer to the event for a final list of equipment needed per platform. But at the very least, a valid photo ID, wired headset with a microphone, and assume you'll need a controller for both platforms, PC and Xbox 360. I agree with you, Beth. I hope as much, if not all of it, is broadcasted. Because they've done a great job broadcasting a lot of the open bracket stuff in previous events. So having an opportunity to have as much, if not all of it streamed would be incredible. Oh my God. I'm going to mispronounce that. Minjatl? I don't know how to fucking pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Shit. My apologies. God damn it. And then a community FAQ here that took place over on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. Ash asks, will there be pre-tournament online seeding qualifiers? Louis replied, no, there will not be. Weekends prior will feature the HCS Opens leading up to DreamHack. LVT did a ton of multi-streams for YouTube before. I wonder if we'll have that capacity. I hope so, Ash. I really do hope so. Fate asks, will seeding be based on these HCS Opens? Louis says, I think that is likely. Super CC asks, is there a schedule for the side events as well, or are they all starting at the same time? Louis says, we should have a good proposed schedule by next, aka this week. I'd also expect the schedule to be refined after we get a final team count. Fate says, no H5, crying face. Louis replied, there is side tournament possibility for Halo 5 PC, and as we saw from the website, it is included there. So, who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? Leisle, if I mispronounce that, I'm sorry as well. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the show. Jesus. I'm going to be bad at names now. Ash says, any word on format, seeding, rules, etc.? Tools replied, Friday will be, I already talked about that. But again, I think the key part here is that it's going to be best of 5 double elim. So I'm not seeing any best of 7 possibilities for Infinite or Halo 3. I wish it was. And then Ash, what about seeding, total bracket size, etc.? Any online qualifiers? Is it going to be pools and champ bracket? Are we doing Swiss or something? Tool says both main events are currently set for 16 teams. Okay? So the Halo Infinite 4v4 and the Halo 3 4v4 are both set for 16 teams apiece. I believe we'll be using whatever pro points you have set for the HCS, aka what Ash has. Regarding the format, admins currently have a plan for that, but he hasn't seen it yet. So we don't necessarily know what the entire format is going to be. Okay, so we'll have to wait and see there. To Remix, thank you very much for the follow. I got that one right. Welcome to the live show. So yeah, we have like the bones of the information. We have most of the information for the LVT LAN. Not all of it yet. Still waiting on some format details. Obviously, they need to figure out how many teams are actually going to be signed up for it, how many passes are going to be sold, and we go from there. But again, the event is not open for spectators, but the matches will be streamed over on the LVT channel, so make sure you're tuning in for that later on this month. And yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that Halo 5 PC 2v2. We'll see how that goes. And again, my biggest question, this is going to sound stupid as hell. My biggest question going into this LVT LAN is I want to know the players' thoughts when they go back to play Halo 3 on 360s. That's what I'm genuinely the most curious about. But maybe that's just me. Remix says, you got my name right. Glad to be here. Hey, glad you are here. Glad you are here. All right, Dav. It's time. That's it for the competitive news. Which means it's time for Rostermania. Got a lot here. AGLA, the American Griffball League of America, minor season rosters have been announced, and they've actually been competing. We'll get to that in a minute. Operation Doomsday includes Deathcrawler, Ace Be Silent, Rebs, and I'm Tez. This fucking team name. Here we go. Slurp Enamored Turkish Cammer Circuit Jammer Circus Hammer is Ace Spence, Fanciest Pants, Sauteed Smurf, and Griff Beast. Wow. Hash Slinging Slashers is Mungo, Mav, Katie, Wolverine, and Joe Pro. Grave Waves is Lux, Rain, DeVeo, and Zelenthia. New Age Outlaws includes Evil, BCN19, Dylan, Panther Lily, and Psyducky. And the return of the Backstreet Senpais is Hell's Angel, Scullin, TJP37, and Aware Mosquito. I know people won't agree with me, but Pig, in my opinion, is the best support player free agent right now. I don't necessarily disagree. I think he's a great player. But here we go. So, kicking things off here, Thug Nasty, shout out, is a free agent coach. Free agent coach for the 2026 Halo Infinite quote-unquote season. With the Open starting this weekend and LVT LAN just weeks away, I'm looking to lock in with the right squad. I pride myself on progression. My team's placements have improved year over year, and I intend to keep that heading into 2026. I'm looking for a roster that is ready to build something special. For those who don't remember who Thug Nasty is, he was the coach for the Envy roster that placed third at the World Championship last year. So, he's pretty fucking awesome. And he's just genuinely a good fucking dude. He's a good fucking dude. Next up. Remember how I mentioned Envy from last year? They got third place at Worlds. Yeah, remember that roster? Well, so we talked about how Thug Nasty is a free agent coach. Now we have Yaxon and Precision being free agents for DreamHack Birmingham. This is by Axon. He says, me and Precision are a team of 2 for the Opens in DreamHack Birmingham. Y'all know what we bring to the table. Looking for 2 winners, let me know. And then Piggy is also still a free agent for DreamHack Birmingham. This is by Piggy. Says free agent for Birmingham still. Huh. So you're telling me that all but one of that former Envy roster are technically free agents at this point? Because we'll get to Descendant in a minute. In Excelsis is going to be Blood Reina, Ashland, Bot, Koyo Kick, and Saves. Macave Esports, as listed on Halo Data Hive, is going to be Acid, Drift, Leor, and Magico. Legion Gaming, also as listed on Halo Data Hive, is going to be Common, Little Gators, Uzi, and Zuzi. Trippy's team, which earlier last week, our team heading into DreamHack Birmingham and let me rephrase here. Our team heading into DreamHack Birmingham and onward for Halo 2026 will consist of Trippy, Cherished, Talik, and Descendant, with Trey being the coach. Yak deleted that post and tweeted out the free agent message. This shit never ends, man. But then Cherished, as of today, tweeted out, long story short, I'm going to be stepping away from competing this coming season for Halo. The past 5 years have been so special, and thanks to everyone who I've met along the way and to the community for accepting me with open arms. Love y'all. Till next time. Cherished, obviously wishing you the absolute best. And yeah, hope to see you compete in the next title whenever that decides to release. But that means that they now have a piece taken out of that team. Basically, what I'm getting at is, regardless of Jackson deleting that tweet and putting out his free agent message, regardless of that, why the fuck don't they just get the crew back together? Run it back. Just run it back. There you go. I figured it all out for you guys. You're welcome. Hey, Nick. Thug, let's get in a call. Let's get in a call right now. Let's get the boys back in the call. Let's get the boys back together. We'll make something happen. Dav, that's okay if you don't agree. I wasn't looking for your approval. What do you think about that? I'm just kidding. I'm just like, the reason why I said it is because the fact that at the time, like just a couple hours ago, basically at this point, they were all available. Except Descendant, I guess you could say. Moon says, crazy speculation time. Jackson deleted that team in 2 tweet because Trippy Descendant already picked up Precision. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case whatsoever. Yes, you can make an assumption based off that. It's before that tweet was deleted. Like, if all of them were there, all you have to do is get to bang Descendant's line and be like, hey, man, remember we got third? Remember when FaZe didn't? You know what I mean? Like, come on back. All right. Soul Snipes team. Our team heading for DreamHack Birmingham and the rest of the 2026 Halo season is looking for an organization to represent. It'll be Soul Snipe, Boobadooboo, Druck, and Sab. If interested, please let one of them know, and see you at Birmingham. I like that team. I like that team. I hope it's vibey. I hope that team is vibey. I like that team. You're grabbing my ball. Dav, I own your balls. I own them. They're mine now. And then Penguins team. Our team for Birmingham and beyond is looking for an org to represent. It is going to be Penguin, Avicii, Falcated, and Suppressed with Hoaxer as the coach. Any increase can be made to him, Penguin, via DM or by emailing their coach, teamhoaxer@gmail.com. Yeah, I like that team too. I like that team as well. Lot of shooters on that team. Lot of shooters on that team. I think I hate saying, because we all kind of have the feeling we know what's going to happen, where regardless of the other teams that are forming, Dav, he doesn't have intel. Jesus Christ, you got to relax, buddy. Regardless of the other teams that are forming, El Dingo, yes, we have. Yes. Did talk about Cher's tweet where he's stepping away. And like I said, wishing him the absolute best. And want to see him compete in the next title for sure. But, oh, you're good, man. Welcome back. The thing, it pains me to say, like, regardless of the other teams that are forming, it really does feel like that Shopify. I mean, fuck, you heard in Frosty's, what we talked about earlier, where Frosty, the amount of confidence that they have, which, like, rightfully so. You guys won Worlds handily. And from the outset, like, just looking at the teams as they are now and the Rostermania that's happening all across the board and everything, part of me is like, I don't think a team can compete against them right now. And Frosty even said, like, we don't need to scrim. Other teams need to scrim. Like, I don't fucking care. So as long as they don't get too complacent, I don't think they can really be taken off guard. You know, because we do know that sometimes teams can get complacent in where they are, and a team can catch them off guard and really put them back. And it's like, oh shit, what was that? But then they can lock in and bring it back. But I just don't see a team competing against them right now. But I'd love to be proven wrong. I would love to see one of these teams, whether it be Penguins, Soul Snipes, Trippies, whatever that team ends up actually being. Whether the Envy squads get back together. No, I'd love to see him take him to task, but I don't see it happening. But either way, I'm just excited for teams to be competing again. I'm just excited for that. I'm excited to see players playing Halo again. And it's, yeah, that's all I want. Basically, they won't lose until they pull a splice at the end of Halo 5 and not play the game. Yeah, basically. And then finally, for Rostermania here, unless folks want to keep talking about it, Snake Bites update. So this is one of the things I've been asking about personally over the past, like, fucking, 4 or 5 weeks now, where always in the back of my mind, and I've asked on the show, it's like, what is Snakebite up to? Like, what's he got going on? Haven't really heard a lot from him. Haven't heard a lot from Stellar, from Eco, a lot of other folks, right? A lot of these kind of like staple names in competitive Halo that we've had for a long time. We just haven't heard from them. And Snakebite finally broke his silence. And here's what he's got. He says, quick update. I still very much have the drive to compete, but I won't be playing Halo this year until things change with its off season. There is simply not enough for a quote unquote season with the time and grind it takes to be on top. Stream grind starts again tomorrow. I'll be staying sharp in Halo in case it becomes worth the time again, but on top of streaming, I'll be focusing on competing in another title like Battlefield or Call of Duty. This is not a retirement announcement, just a redirection for me so that I can pursue the very best that's on offer. Much love. So there you go. We finally got our update. Snakebite will not be competing in Halo unless something changes. And now I guess the real question becomes, is this a... I want to take Snakebite at his word here. I want to take PJ at his word, but like, is this a lucid situation where he's like, I'm not going to, I might, I'm not going, nah. You know what, that meme? But no, obviously I hope he does if he feels it's right for him to do so. And he is still one of the best players to ever do it. And yeah, but even if he decides not to, then obviously wishing him the best as well. His streams are always a vibe, always a great time. And if he decides to compete in another title, then best of luck to him there. And he always knows that Halo's here. So he always knows he can come back at any time if he so chooses. But yeah, wishing you the best of luck, PJ. Oh, I think this year we're just going to watch perfect Halo out of Shopify, though there won't be an optic or phase to push them a little harder. Yeah. 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 I want there to be a team that can actually bring it to Shopify. I really do. It's just, and this is no offense to the players that are choosing to compete and the players that are staying there. Like this is no, I don't mean any ill will towards anybody that's still competing or choosing to compete. Or for the record, those that are choosing to step away either. But the only team, realistically, and I know that the FaZe fans are going to be mad at me right now, but realistically, the only team that gave a real fight to Shopify last year was that Optic roster. And I know the FaZe fans will be mad at me because they took him to a game 5. They almost dropped him down to losers, so on and so forth. I get it. I understand. I was there. I witnessed it. But it didn't happen. And then FaZe crumbled after that point. So I don't know. That's why I don't see a team competing with the players that are choosing to compete, forming something that can bring it to them. I don't know. Dav, we'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, I'd love to be proven wrong. All I know is that if I ever bet, and I don't bet, like I'm not using like real money here, but like if I ever metaphorically bet against Shopify, Best Man gets really mad at me. So maybe I learned my lesson from last year. All right? Fuck. Oh. Without players like Renegade, Lucid, Legend, etc., it's hard to build a roster to beat Shopify. That's exactly what I'm getting at. Like the team, the players that were there last year, that Optic roster that was able to take it to Shopify as best they could, and then towards the latter half of the year, it was over. It was just over. So I don't know. But like I said, I would love to be proven wrong. I would love to see a team come through and be like, oh, you're doubting us? Well, watch this. And then I get to sit here and fucking be like, well, I'm going to eat my shit because that, yeah. I want to see it happen. So to the teams out there who I don't believe can beat Shopify, please prove me wrong. And that's it for Rostermania. Time for your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by NoobCombo.com. Check out NoobCombo.com for all your Halo esports scenes. On Saturday, February 7th and Sunday, February 8th, we have the Road to DreamHack Birmingham Open Series number 1. So go sign up. It's open for all the regions that the HCS was representing the last 4 years. So NA, EU, LATAM, and ANZ. So go sign up. Go sign up. It's open for everyone. That's it for the upcoming tournaments of the week presented by NoobCombo.com. Check out NoobCombo.com for all your Halo sports needs. Scrim Tournament League recaps. Holy shit! Scrims are back! Guys, Scrims are back! Oh my god! Whoa! Spoiler alert, results don't matter. I get to bring that back. Who's ready for this to fucking make its return? Chat. John already beat me to it. Chat, say it with me. Scrims don't matter, because they don't. Where's Tools? Tools will be here to fight against that. Akave Esports went up against Legion. Akave fucking obliterated them 8-0. Unreal Nightmare went up against Legion. Unreal Nightmare beat them 10-2. Shopify went up against both Akave and Legion, beating them both 12-0. Woo! Scrims are back, baby! Oh, fuck. The AGLA minor season round robin results. What's up, Syrian? How's it going? Welcome back. Welcome back. How the fuck are you? Holy shit. Oh. Where the fuck was I? I am doing well, Syrian. Thank you for asking. It's good to see you. Scrims are everything. Oh, right, Honcho? Oh, my God. Yeah, they're the gospel around here. They're the gospel around here. AGLA minor season round robin results. 6th place is New Age Outlaws, which are currently 0-5. In 5th place is the return of the Backstreet Senpais, which are 2-3 and have 2 points. In 4th place is the Hash Slinging Slashers, which are also 2-3 but have 3 points. In 3rd place is Operation Doomsday, who are currently 3-2. In 2nd place is Grave Waves, who are 4-1 but have 5 points. And in 1st place, we have the Slurp Enamor Turkish Cammer Circuit Jammer Circus Hammer, who are 4-1 but have 6 points. It's a great name, Shio. It is a phenomenal name. Like, that's no shot at the Halo Rec League names, because those are great too. The play on the old MLG names. If you know, you know. But I don't know, man. That AGLA, those, oh, man. They're doing some shit over there. They are doing some shit over there. What's up, Ezzo? How's it going? Also, I think we've talked about this on a previous episode at some point in time, but is it Ezzo? Is it pronounced Ezzo? I want to make a joke, but I'm not going to make the joke because it's mean, so I'll refrain, but I'm curious how the pronunciation of the name is. What should we name our team? Those boys. Yes. I know, Dav. I'm aware. Like, Jesus Christ, you act this motherfucker, dude. Dav. I've been around for a little bit. Just a little bit. But thank you. Dav, I don't know if you knew this, but the segment name's at the top of the screen. Just giving you a heads up. In case you didn't know, that the segment name's at the top of the screen. Just in case you needed to know. Oh, Dav. Oh, Dav. Next up, talking about Halo Rec League, we have the Halo Rec League Season 17 Champions. In the Contender Mixed League, we have We Get Wiped, which is I'm Just Casual, Rasta Monkey Jr., shout out, Electric, Mr. Venom, and J-Mac. In the Contender Pre-Made, we had First Minion, which is Alfwin, shout out, Bertowski, Red Baron, Dauntless, Janitor, and Trash, which is incredible that their names, like, it's incredible that those two players are on the same team. Challenger Mixed was Straight Tilted, which is Funky Fresh, Judge, Synergy, John, and hashtag Jabroni, which is a great gamer tag name. Challengers Pre-Made was E Divided, which is Pyramid Poppy, Indem Guts, Killin' SWAT, and Thurman Merman. Great name. In the Master Mixed League, we had Graphite, which was Tyra Snipes, Bo Jenkins, Skull Crusher, Barrier, and Relentless. In the Master Pre-Made League, we had Old Guys, which was Heisner, Lanner, J-Storm, Landport, Jaden Fatal, S1000, and Malay King Burger. And then the champion pre-made, we had First Minion, which was Cookie, Prufio, Faka, Dr. Cream and Scream, which is, wow. Striker and Bray. Congratulations to all those teams on winning their respective divisions. Shout out. John, episode 427, weekly shows, equals quite a few years. Yeah, it's been a few. It's been a while. Next up, the Halo 3 Fortress LAN took place. In third place went to Immunity, which was Hef, Vitage, B30, and Dant. It's Dante. I'm a fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. Second place went to NAP, which was Mantis, JNRTJ, Bandit, and Shogun Halvo. And first place went to Break Even, which was Shroom, Brad, Aleo, and Weasel. Link to the VOD is included in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. Dr. Cream and Scream is a wild name to cast for sure. It's a phenomenal name. It's a phenomenal name. And then, finally, we had the European Halo League kickoff finals results, and the first place team is not going to surprise anybody. Third place went to Meowis, which was Sticka, TK2 FPS, Marine, and Respect. And second place went to Employed, which was Zove, Hi I'm Ninja, Snipe Drone, and Moe's. And in first place went to Rent Free, which is SLG, Woodham, Mighties, and Bastos. Bracket and VOD included in the Google Doc of the show to the show. It's Ezo, by the way. Thank you. I knew it, man. I knew it. Also, the thing, Ezo, here's a question. Cliptrosity, great name. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Ezo, real question for you now. If it's pronounced that way, EHZO, why the fuck isn't your name EHZO? Why is it EZHO? Was it taken already? What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? It was taken? All right. Ezo, you're off the hook. You're off the hook. This time you're off the hook. Regular news time. Dav, I love how you're just asking everybody, like you're dude. Bro's fishing real hard right now. Holy fuck moly, dude. Regular news. Halo Edge of Dawn, Spartan Shatter by Halo Studios. Go check that out. Again, I thought the book was okay. The book was fine. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't awful. It had some really cool interactions between characters, in my opinion. But, yeah, I don't know. It was fine. Cannon Fodder, Parasite's Cake. This is by Halo Studios. Parasite's Wake is the name of the book. Just a few months ago at the 2025 Halo World Championship during the Cannon Fodder live panel, we announced a new horror novel coming later this year, Halo Parasite's Wake by Tim Leben. While Tim may be a new author to Halo, his highly acclaimed work has touched many franchises from Star Wars and Firefly to Alien and Predator. We couldn't be more excited to have him aboard. Parasite's Wake is set during the events that take place on Alpha Halo, which you'll be reliving or experiencing for the first time when Halo Campaign Evolved, still a fucking terrible name, releases later this year. Halo Fest contests January update. This is by Tashi. Ticketing. Just an update here. Yo, Fulcrum with a 31-month resub. You get a whoa! Thank you so much, man. Goddamn. 31 fucking months. Thank you so much. I still desperately want to help get a win in 8s as teammates. Desperately. Oh. All right. Ticketing update, though. VIP sold out within the first few seconds, as John, you and I are well aware. We are well aware. Access across concert and convention, more tickets were sold in 5 minutes for Halo Fest than all of the Halo World Championship 2025, which was the biggest HCS event ever. So in the first 5 minutes of ticket sales for Halo Fest, more tickets were sold for Halo Fest than all of the World Championship last year. That's crazy. Junkarias, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the live show. In roughly 24 hours, the Halo Fest concert sold out, and total tickets sold across concert and convention double what was available for the World Championship last year. That's fucking crazy. Contests. John says all those tickets and didn't get VIP for Fest. Yeah, I know, man. I'm still holding out hope for VIP for the concert, some dumbass reason. Because, we'll talk about VIP as well, John, in just a minute. Contests. For Halo Fest 2026, it's important to us that the community is directly involved in being a part of the event. And one of those ways we will accomplish this is by hosting contests. Over the past few years at Halo World Championship, we've held cosplay contests, and for Halo Fest, we'll be expanding all of the contests for the big event. Ronan says everyone must be excited for Campaign Evolved. Ronan, I think the person who is the most excited for Campaign Evolved is you. I think you just secretly, like I'm telling you, man, you probably have a shrine like in the closet of like Master Chief shit all over the place from the Halo 1 era. I'm telling you, man, I bet you are like the most excited for that remake to come out. Cosplay contest. A group photograph of cosplayer contests for the Halo World Champion. Oh, never mind. That's the fuck. Jesus Christ. Help if I remove erroneous information. Each year at the Halo World Championship, we host a $5,000 cosplay contest, and we're excited to confirm that for Halo Fest, we have doubled the prize pool to $10,000. Cosplay is an important part of the Halo community, and we want to see all the greatest pieces on display. Each year, we are blown away by the level of creativity and craftsmanship, and we expect that level to rise even further for Halo Fest. Makers Contest. At Worlds 25, we debuted a new contest for those who just can't stop being creative. The Makers Contest. Rather than full armor sets, the Makers Contest is for those specializing in gadgets, weapons, helmets, and other similar items from the Halo universe. We offered a $2,500 prize pool at Worlds, and all spots were filled with your incredible crafts. And let me just say, like, if you were at the event, they were genuinely fucking awesome. Like, the stuff that people were creating was unbelievably amazing. And I think still, one of the standout pieces is that oddball skull, like the flaming oddball skull that was created a long time ago. Like, that thing's fucking amazing. Like, they've made realistic looking, like old school overshield pop-ups and like active camo pop-ups and shit. There's like a floating shade turret. It's just the amount of cool shit that people make is astounding. But this was a test run for us. And for Halo Fest, the Makers Contest is returning. And once again, the prize pool has doubled to $5,000. We can't wait to see what you all make for Halo Fest. That's not all. There's two more. A Forge Contest. In partnership with Forge Hub, we're excited to announce that we'll be hosting a Halo Fest Forge Contest for those who love to build maps and experiences in Halo Infinite for others to play. This contest will begin later this spring with the intent of having the final judging and playable experiences available on the show floor at Halo Fest for fans in attendance to go hands-on with. This will also feature a $10,000 prize pool. Be on the lookout for more details from Forge Hub in the coming months. And finally, there will be a short film contest. Over the years, Halo fans have been inspired to pick up their cameras, both digital and physical, to tell stories from the Halo universe, ones that make us say, wow, ones that make us laugh, and ones to hit us right in the feels. For Halo Fest 2026, we wanted to officially support this craft and will be hosting a $10,000 contest split across the following categories: live action, 3D animated, 2D animated, machinima, and montage. The purpose of today's contest announcements was to ensure the community had an ample heads up and could start planning to enter the contests. The specific rules for the contest will be arriving in the coming months. I said we'd have a double feature here. So yes, Tashi's Tantalizing Tidbits returns, even more Halo Fest edition. These were all replies over on Twitter. Links, as always, are included in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. There are a lot of them. From Please, he states, how would I be able to join the Halo short film contest and how much time until the deadline? Tashi replied, those details are still to come, but we'll likely have a public submission form that will require posting on YouTube, and for the deadline, likely 4 to 8 weeks before the event itself, so sometime mid-fall. Magpie asked, is the short film contest exclusive to attendees, or can I start plotting, just in case I can't make it? Tashi said, start plotting. It is not exclusive to attendees. That's a key thing there. For the short film contest, you do not need to be in attendance of the event in order to submit and potentially win the contest. From David, maybe it's too early to disclose, but are there any plans for community panels at Halo Fest? I thought the community panels at Outpost Discovery in Chicago were super fun. Tashi said, still a little early, but something we are considering. Very cool. Ronan asks, is everything from Halo Fest going to be streamed or probably just the tournament? Oh, Ronan. Oh, Ronan. I have one thing to share for that. And it's not strictly Halo Fest, the convention related, but it is for the concert. Tashi said, we are currently not planning on live streaming the concert. Okay. Fulcrum, you're good, man. Don't worry about it. You're dedicated to the grind. I respect it. So if anybody was hoping, for the Halo Fest concert to be streamed, because we had talked about this last week or the week before about it being like a really fucking great idea to release it as a vinyl after the fact, or like do like a live streamed, whether it be streamed for everybody or if you had to buy a ticket to watch the stream of it, like they do for professional concerts. Like, I know people wouldn't really like having to pay for it, but I think it'd be a cool compromise. But yeah, as of right now, things could potentially change. But as of right now, Tashi has stated we are currently not planning on live streaming the concert. Ash says live streaming a concert and doing it right isn't easy. No, I agree completely. That's why I'm saying if they wanted to make it into like a bigger production, like into a bigger event, because I've purchased, I think 4 or 5 streamed concert tickets for bands that I really love. And it's a full production. Like, they have multiple camera setups. They have like motion cameras as well that are moving around during the sets and everything. It's a whole thing, right? And I love it. I love every opportunity about that. It's like I have the best seat in the house. I love those. So if there was a way, Ash, again, I don't disagree. I'm just saying if there was a way to do it and to do it well, right? If there was a way to do it and a way to do it well, I would love for there to be that opportunity for people, whether it be purchasing a digital ticket to watch that broadcast or whatever it is. I would love for there to be an opportunity to do so, just for folks that are unable to attend live. Again, if they're able to do it and if they're able to do it properly, that's the key. But But Ronan, because of that question, I jumped ahead a little bit, so I'm going to back up here. Kat asks, does the prize pool changes mean that we're doing more genre tiers for different skill levels of cosplays and a couple categories for maker items? If so, that would be amazing. Tashi says, we are not considering more subdivisions than what we already presented, but open to talking more about it if we miss something. This is a great name. From Cobtimus Prime. Y'all should totally stream the short film contest so people who can't make it can see their films be judged. Tashi replied with, 2 things in my head so far, but could change. Submissions are posted to YouTube so everyone can see. Or 2, finalists are shown on stream at Halo Fest before a winner is selected. So, Ronan, to add to the answer, right, it sounds like they're thinking about streaming additional things from Halo Fest. And then finally, because of fucking course we can't have all the information right now. Also, what's up, Uncle Josh? Welcome back. Good to see you, my friend. Again, because of course we can't have nice things. Hell Spartan asked, is there any chance of hearing details about the VIP packages in next month's update, or is it too soon to confirm anything? And Tasha replied, probably a little too soon. Because of fucking course it is. Why would we ask you for your money now when we can't tell you what everything's included yet? Why the fuck would we do that? God fucking forbid. Oh. That's it for the regular news. Go to the games, watch! Major 1 results. Remember what I said last week? I was asking about the rocker, G2 Minnesota, whatever the fuck you want to call him now. I was asking myself, I asked you guys, are we going to get a classic rocker experience of our expectations were already down here, but you kind of fucking ruined that too? Or is it going to be, oh my God, we had a great showing, and then shit's just going to fall apart after that? The jury's still out as to whether or not the latter is going to happen. Because the rocker had a pretty good event. So now the question becomes, is this going to be the norm? Or is this going to be a classic first major of the year for the rocker where you have a great placing or decent placing and then fall off? And we'll have to wait and see. But from Deadlie over in the Pro Talk Discord, he said, final placements for all the Halo players in this weekend's COD Challengers event. Renegade placed top 4, Legend and Collect placed top 24, and Mental, Yaxon, and Precision placed top 48. And then here are your top 4 from major number 1. In 4th place went to G2 Minnesota. In 3rd place went to FaZe Vegas. In 2nd place went to Optic Texas. In 1st place with Neptune went Paris Gentlemates. Congratulations to them. And what an unbelievable last series that was. Like, that grand final, though. And also, I think another thing to keep in mind here, I know this is a Halo show, but I want to talk about COD just for a second. The other thing to keep in mind here, too, Optic were undefeated. Like, Optic hadn't dropped a single map leading up to grand finals. And funny enough, they 3-0'd Gentlemates earlier that event. And then Gentlemates come back up, face them in the grand final, hand them not only their first map loss of the tournament, but also hand them their tournament loss. So that was fucking congratulations to them because they earned that shit. They earned the fuck out of that. What's up, Viltrumite? Welcome back. El Dingo says Renegade was tearing it up this past weekend. He was. And so was Neptune on a much grander scale. Yes, they both were. They both absolutely were. What's up, Danny Phantom? He's a phantom. Good to see you, buddy. Ash says HCS to take all these Twitter Q&As and put them in a blog at some point. Huh? Wow. Fucking crazy ass concept that is. Jesus Christ. Danny with the 25-month resubbing in. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, man. Greatly appreciated. Shout out. Gets his ass fucking beaten Magic last night. Decides to resub anyway. What a real one. This is an absolute real one right there. Shout out. Shout out Danny, too. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Are you talking about the Huntsman, Honcho? Yes, they did. All right. Yeah, congratulations again to Paris Gentlemates on their win. And congratulations for Neptune. Another Halo guy. Getting a fucking major win there. That's huge. So, that's awesome. It's fucking awesome. I've grown to swing at whoever and willing to take the consequences, can't be afraid. Not Danny. No, absolutely not. And again, you and the board state that you and John had throughout that game, and like I just look up at my screen and I see John has fucking like 16 counters on 3 things. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. And then you're rocking dinos and discovering shit. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. So I'm just glad I had the answers when I had them. If I didn't have those answers in my hand, I would have been fine. I would have been obliterated. I think Renegade could get a pro look, but he should probably wait another major. El Dingo, as somebody who is not well versed in the COD scene, right? I leave that to others who are much more knowledgeable in the scene. Like I like to make fun of the Rocker because I'm based in Minnesota, so I like to make fun of that team because they're my team. But regardless, and I like watching Call of Duty. But I don't know the workings of the teams and everything. I don't know what they're doing and all that. But I would be inclined to agree. Now, if Renegade gets his opportunity, then he has every means to take it, right? Like, it's one of those instances where when you get an opportunity, who turns it down? You know what I mean? It's easy to say, oh, they should develop more or whatever. But if they get the opportunity, you kind of got to take the opportunity. Like what Legend said. When Legend was given his opportunity, do you turn that down? No, you don't turn that down. You take it. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him the way that he wanted, and here we are. So if Renegade got his opportunity, I don't think he turns it down. Now, if I were him, I can't even say that if I were him. That'd be stupid. Obviously, if the opportunity doesn't come, then yes, he's going to be working through the next major. They've the best part about that team, the best part about that Challengers team is that they've only been improving. They've only been improving. They've only been progressing. And that is a great, great sign. So if they can keep doing that, if they can continue doing that, and I'm not saying I'm not saying they need to go out and win the next Challengers event. Like, obviously they want to, and they have every means to. But as long as they keep progressing and they keep learning and they keep growing, you've already seen the jump from the beginning of the year, right, El Dingo? Like the beginning of the year to now, especially with Renegade. It's just, I really hope, and maybe this is the bias of like him primarily being a Halo player moving over to Call of Duty. Maybe it's that taking place here, but hear me out. I genuinely hope that he is another case of the sky's the limit, right? I really do hope that he's another one of those types of players where getting more reps in, people really start to realize the skill that he has and the skill that he's brought over from competing at Halo at the highest level for so long. And it'd be incredible for him, and it'd be incredible for that scene, and it'd be incredible for Halo in a sense as well. Just as another notch in Halo's belt to be like, look, here's another one that came over from our side over there and dominated. It'd be great. It'd just be fucking awesome. And I'm not trying to glaze him too hard, but like, I want it to happen for him. I really do. As I was hoping for Legend too. I was really hoping for Legend as well. So we'll have to wait and see. They may be losing one of their teammates, though. I think one is going to LAT. Oh, is it because of... Now, have the Thieves confirmed that Kenny's dropped? Have the Thieves confirmed that Kenny's dropped? Renegade has put a lot of the time in the game, and he analyzes every game and make it put the work in. I love that. I love that. No, it's very heavily rumored. See, this is exactly why we don't talk about these things on the show. I want to see Renegade with Shotzi, but that's miles away from happening. That'd be really cool, though. That would be really, really fucking cool. Yeah, Beth, I didn't think it was confirmed yet. And again, if any player on that Huntsman roster is given the opportunity, you as a player, you take it, right? You don't, it's a cutthroat league. It's a cutthroat business. Esports is cutthroat in and of itself, where like teams are destroyed, friendships could be destroyed, but at the end of the day, like the player needs to make the best decisions for themselves. And if a player is being given an opportunity, then you more than likely take that opportunity to go to bump up within to the actual major league, right? So I wouldn't fault any player for doing it. I wouldn't. And I hope that every player kind of gets their opportunity, because we saw over the past couple years, right? We saw over the past 2-3 years, a lot of that veteran talent that had been around for so long that you kind of think to yourself, they're never going to leave. Like they're going to compete forever, you know? It's kind of like how I think, this could sound dumb, but it's kind of how I think about a Royal 2. It's kind of how I think about a snake bite. It's how I think about these players that have been around for such a long time. It's like in the back of your mind, you think, oh, they're going to compete forever, knowing full well that that's not going to be the case, right? And so to see Scump, and to see Crim, and to see Karma, and to see just all these players over the years that were at one point in time the best ever to depart, that means that new players are going to be coming in. That means that fresh faces are going to be coming in. It means that metas are going to be changing, and new teams are going to be forming, and new personalities are going to take form, and new faces of the league are going to come in, as in any sport, right? And so, yeah, I hope all these challengers teams that are really putting in that work and really trying to make a name for themselves are able to do it, because it's only going to lead to more competition in the league. And it's why I'm very grateful that we still have the open bracket in Halo, where yes, you see some of the similar teams coming out of the open bracket more often than not. But all those teams that are going through the open bracket have an opportunity to do something special. And all those teams in the open bracket have an opportunity to make it into pool play, into champ bracket, just do something insane. All those players have opportunities to make names for themselves. All those players have opportunities to be picked up. And so it's just, shit, you look at a thing that I wonder if people kind of forget about is Bound and his come up. Where Bound was just this online, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but just this online warrior, this matchmaking fucking demon who is getting more and more recognized. Nobody knows what he looks like. And he's getting more and more recognized. And he's gaining more and more notoriety within the scene. He's competing in these grassroots tournaments that are taking place. And lo and behold, he gets picked up by a team. And we have the fucking face reveal with the chief helmet or whatever, and he puts it away, and then you see his face for the first time. And you get to see the start of him in a LAN environment. To go from that matchmaking demon to being picked up by a squad in the actual league to then eventually go over to Space Station and win almost everything that year, culminating in a world championship, to then continue winning on the Optic roster last year until midway through the year. Just, if you put the time in and you put the work in and you're passionate about it and you're not a shit teammate, that could happen to you too. Like, I remember back, a little nostalgia trip for you. I remember back in the day, like back fucking way back in the MLG days and shit like that, right? One of the clear ways that you would get recognized is through matchmaking. Like, that was one of the clearest ways that you could get recognized was within matchmaking. The more and more, like, the higher the rank you were competing against, right? The more top players you'd be competing against in matchmaking, the more people would recognize your gamer tag. The more you would be invited into lobbies. The more competitions that you compete in. Again, the more your name gets recognized, the opportunity to get picked up is greatly increased. And like, it's another reason why Amish Acorns got picked up when he did a long time ago. It's just these online demons, these FFA players that are coming in. It's just, you never know. You never know. And I'm so glad. I know we're in COD Another Games Watch, so I'll bring it back to COD for a second here. I think it's incredible. As much as a lot of people don't as much as a lot of people hate Optic for whatever reason, one of the things that I'm very grateful for what Optic is doing, for what Bush is doing, like, I think that's the Barstool guys or whatever, but like, they're shining a bigger light onto the challengers scene, right? Where Methods, and people can correct me if I'm wrong here, but like Methods over on the Optic side, it really feels like he's taken a bigger stake into the challenger scene, into this Huntsman team, and just is doing everything he can to make it so they're succeeding. And it's a really cool thing to see. And it's great to see all these other organizations that are coming in and be like, hey, we're fucking here too. And they want to make their orgs have names for themselves and the players have names for themselves. And I just love this idea of, in prior years, it felt like Challengers was just thrown off to the fucking wayside. And, players are never going to be given their opportunity to do anything and blah, blah, blah. And now it truly feels like it's actually a big deal. And obviously it could always use more support. Like, I'm not denying that. But it actually feels like there's more stakes at play. It just feels like there's more at stake here. There's more in play. There's more passion. And I love it. I love it. Because it reminds me, and I'll get back to chat in just a second, I promise. It reminds me of Halo having open brackets for as long as we have. Because the whole point about the open bracket in Halo, as Tashi said, as pros have said, as players have said, is that it's that every player in that open bracket has the same exact opportunity as everybody else. If you put that time in, you put that work in, you put that passion in, you're not a shit teammate. You have every opportunity as everybody else that's in that open bracket to make something special happen. Every single major event. And that's incredible. It's genuinely fucking incredible. Fine Guy, thank you so much for the 17-month resub. You get a whoa! Greatly appreciated, sir. Welcome back. Catching up on chat here. Methods is the GM of the Huntsman team. Boston is good about that too. Feel like they were the first ones to really put a spotlight on challengers. Love that, Beth. Dingo says the viewership for Bush versus Huntsman was around 20K. That's amazing. That's amazing for like, and again, I mean, no disrespect here, but like for a challenger / like AM battle, 20K is fucking awesome. Viltrite says Hex saw his passion and gave him the keys to the Huntsman roster in that Optic podcast. That's amazing. That's again, I love that four methods. I love the idea. And again, I'm not him. I don't know what was going on in his mind and whatnot, but like with his retirement announcement, like watching that live, right? And seeing that happen, and him moving over to Optic, because I think he was on Boston, wasn't he? Chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but like before he retired, wasn't he on Boston? Perfect. Okay. That's what I thought. Then he moves over to Optic to be back on the content side of things. He's doing the watch parties with Scump and everything, and things are going well. Like, obviously they're having a great time. They're riffing off one another. It's a good vibe. But then to see him have this passion, for this challengers, for the challengers scene, for this challengers roster, and for him wanting to take that step up and wanting to do more with it and really shine that spotlight on it, I gotta commend him more, because that's awesome. That is genuinely fucking awesome. And you can clearly see the impact that everybody is having on that team because of the progress that they've continued to have. So just, yeah, shout out. Again, not to sound like I'm glazing him too much, but I mean it. It's really cool. I love when people are passionate about that shit, because it truly means something. It truly means something. It means something to the organization. It means something to the players, and it means something to the scene. So, shout out. Absent with the 26-month resub. Thank you, sir. You get a whoa! Greatly appreciated, as always. Can't wait to see you again to give you another hug at whatever point that may be, because you give some of the best hugs. El Dingo says, this weekend Scump wasn't on their watch party because of the birth of his child, so Methods ran the show and it was great to see. Hey, congratulations, Scump, as well. That's fucking awesome. Congratulations to you, sir. Welcome to the craziness that is fatherhood. It is insane. Tetrify also, welcome back to you. Good to see you. Says it's cool to see a minors challengers team as well as a CDL squad. It is. It's good to see organizations have more of an involvement in both. Process, you can see Methods making a roster on Renegade and Bound. You can see him talking to the boys after they were unfortunately reverse swept. Yes, I did see that. I did watch that Process video. Oh, John. We love the cream cannons here. It's going as well as it can, Tetrify. I hope you're doing well as well. El Dingo says, I also hope ABG has success this weekend and year with his watch parties for Halo events, because the scene does need more people engaged. I agree as well. And that's the thing. I'll be the first to admit, and I've said this multiple times, this is no, like, I'm not trying to talk shit or anything like that. This is just my opinion. I've never been a fan of the drama stuff. Like, and this isn't strictly related to APG. This is across the scene. I've never been a fan of drama streams and stuff like that. That's not my vibe. But what I love is when ex-players dedicate time to analyzing and breaking down gameplay. And APG does an incredible job of that. We've shown multiple clips throughout episodes of this show of him providing his thoughts and his breakdown on gameplay and whatnot. And it's when you have a mind like his, who's been in this scene for a very long time, right? And he has seen so many different iterations of competitive Halo being played, because he's competed in so many different iterations of competitive Halo, where him breaking things down just brings a different type of mindset to it. And it's so fucking cool. And that's what I hope a lot of the emphasis is on for this year and moving forward. Because you're right. We do need more of that, El Dingo. And I think he does a great job when he's dedicating time to breaking things down and analyzing, because he has one of the best minds in the game too. So, and I think he's able to bring a lot of great perspective to the game that's being played. And it also helped that he played at a very high level. So, yes, very much looking forward to that as well. Viltremite says, him breaking down on gameplay to Scump and methods on the Scump Watch Party is fun to see. Hell yeah. John says, ABG has been doing 1v1s against subs and commentating on his POV and decision-making in the moment while he's playing the 1v1. It's interesting to watch and learn how a pro's mind works. It absolutely is. Tetrify says it adds to what players may not realize. He's helping out more people than he may realize. Agreed. Agreed completely. So yeah, I hope that is what he focuses on during the watch parties and stuff. Because yeah, it'd be fucking awesome to watch. It'd be awesome to rewatch. It'd be awesome to learn, right? Like a lot of players out there, still to this day, I mean, believe it or not, guys, people still play Halo Infinite. Shocker, I know. But even now, every once in a while, I'll see a Reddit thread pop up where like they'll ask, hey, I'm this rank right now. How can I get myself to X rank or Y rank or whatever it is? Or I think I have my shot down, but like I need to work on my positioning. What do people recommend? Or so on and so forth, right? And one of the pieces of feedback that I see people give is watch pro players' streams. Well, you could take it a step further than that. Watch an X player's stream or watch a player's stream when they're actually breaking down what the fuck they're doing. Because that's going to be the most helpful information for you. Like if you go back and watch APG after Worlds, or just like after an event in general, not necessarily the watch party when they're at an event, but the streams after the event, where he is actually watching back the VOD and talking about like, oh, I would have done this. Oh, I'm surprised this player did this. Like, why aren't we setting up here? Blah, blah, blah. If you go watch those, you can learn a lot more. You can learn a lot more as to what the thought process is of a player like him. So that's what I would recommend. If you're a player out there and you're trying to get better at the game, and I'm not saying you need to play like a professional or anything like that, but like genuinely, if you're just trying to to better your skill, to better you being a teammate, right? Go back and watch those older streams of APG after a tournament had concluded when he's rewatching VOD and talking about the gameplay. Because that will get you in a better headspace to understand, oh, if this team is pushing this side of the map, then I should be over here and watching these angles and so on and so forth. Because he breaks those down. He breaks those down. So I definitely recommend that. Shout out APG. Oh, that was a lot of Connor of the Games Watch and Halo Esports 2. The fucking discussion there, my God. Holy shit. But that's it for Connor of the Games Watch. I think it's time we get into some more fucking shout-outs. Happy belated birthday to Uzi and Zuzi. Happy birthday to you twins. Hope it was a fucking great one. Shout out to everyone who joined in the 8s. These motherfuckers, man, in the Pro Talk Discord. Now, I was already up late on Saturday night. Just this past Saturday night. I pop into the Discord server and I see, John, shut the fuck up. I see you guys getting 8s going. Like genuine lobbies going at 2, 3 a.m. 2 to like 3 a.m. 8s were still going. You want to talk about passion? That's some motherfucking passion. So I say this all the time. But if you want to play in some friendly 8s, and that's the key there, it's friendly. Okay? There's an amazing spreadsheet. Whether or not it fucks me over, it's still an amazing spreadsheet by Elated Dartboard. Shout out. Haven't given you one in a while. There you go, sir. And it takes everybody's CSRs. It tries to make as balanced as teams as possible and just get some friendly 8s going, man. We do it in the server. Like it feels like 8 series are happening at definitely 3 to 4 times a week, if not at least once a night. And it's all for fun. It's all just to play some Halo with some friends, meet some new folks. And yeah, check the egos at the door. Come and play some Halo. Because who knows, maybe you'll be playing till 3 a.m. Remember those days? Remember those fucking days? Be playing matchmaking till 3 a.m? I'm too old for that shit now. But I remember those days. I miss those days. And you can relive those days with Pro Talk 8s. How's that for an advertisement? There you go. Don't be a shitter or you'll be banned. It's not a joke either. Don't be an asshole. You may or may not get a warning. Okay? It's for fun. Leave it at that. And also, shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. That includes Gerald with the follow, Dementor with a 13-month resub, Shroom with the follow, oh God, I'm just going to say MN. I'm going to get it wrong. I'm sorry, but thank you for the follow. Leazel, thank you for the follow. To Remix, I got that one right. Thank you for the follow. Cliptrosity, great name. Thank you for the follow. Fulcrum with the 31-month motherfucking resub. Thank you. Junkarias, thank you for the follow. Danny Phantom with the 25-month resub. Fine Guy with the 17-month resub. Absent with the 26-month resub. You all are incredible. John, 30 bits. Thank you, sir. Gigantifying that emote. You all get a woo! Greatly appreciated as always. You all are fucking awesome. If I ain't in bed by 9, the next day is ruined. Posy Vibe 8 sound great. They are a fun time. They are a fun time. And again, I know everybody's trying to win. Like, we all want to win at the end of the day. And I know I can get frustrated too. But at the end of the day, it's all for fun and games. There's no stakes on the line. So yeah, please join up if anybody wants to. It's absolutely free. ! Discord in the chat. If you're an audio listener and you've made it this far, thank you. And also, if you are not a part of the Discord, the links are included in the show notes, which is in the description of the audio show. So go check it out. Go check it out. Community Creations got a lot for you. Got a lot for you. Halo memes every day. Reddit.com/r/Halo memes. Go check it out. Or don't. That's up to you. SSG Valentine's hoodie is available right now. It's a brand new design. And if you buy the hoodie, you get 2 keycaps. You get 2 Valentine's keycaps. Very nice. New Tide the Leader episode is going to be coming soon. This is by Eli, and he states, happy to say I'll be casting Halo again very soon. I wonder what for, Eli. We also may have a new podcast episode in the works. Love that. Excited to see it when it releases. What happened to Halo Infinite? This is a long-form video by Lucid. So if you want to see Lucid dip his toes into some more long-form video, go check that out. It details the entire timeline, basically, of Halo Infinite. Go check it out. And it's cool because it's from a competitor's eyes as well. Good shit. Next up, Podtacular has a new home. This is by Jumperscape, and they state, Podtacular is back. The rebranded community podcast made for every Halo fan out there drifting in space with the rest of us. The 20-year veteran... Jesus fucking Christ, I'm old. The 20-year veteran podcast is now launching under the Jumperscape umbrella with a debut interview with incredible composer Tom Salta. Catch the new episode right now on any platform you get your podcasts. Might also be on Pocket Casts. Updates will be coming soon on where to listen to older episodes of the show, going all the way back to the very first episode. In other words, they're going to host it on their side, because that's what I'm assuming that means. Let us know your thoughts and stay connected to get yourself featured on an episode of the show. Congratulations to Podtacular and Jumperscape on the announcement. And 20 fucking years is insane. I got the coin, right? Yeah, I got the coin somewhere. Where the fuck's the coin? I'll find it. I got the coin somewhere. Shut up, Podtacular. Personal Halo Hall of Heroes is by Halo, and they state, heroism echoes through every corner of the Halo universe. And as part of Halo 25 Together, we want to celebrate the heroes who inspire you. This month, we want to know who earns a place in your personal UNSC Hall of Heroes. Share your comments or cast your vote in the poll in their official Discord server. That's the Halo server. Do it or don't. It's up to you. Your Halo Story, Chapter 1. This is by Halo Studios. It's a great article about like the community sharing their Halo experiences throughout the years. So go read that up. There's a lot of different viewpoints. Very, very cool. Go read it. And then finally, it was teased last week. It is out right now. The Halo Infinite Esports, The Montage from 2021 to 2020. Fat by the HCS. Snuck one in there. It's a great video. You get to see all the classic great fucking clips over the last 4 years. And yeah, it's just anytime there's a montage is a good time. Anytime there's a well-edited, well-produced montage, it's a good time. So go check that out if you haven't already. And ladies and gentlemen, gotten to the end of the show. Goddamn. Almost 2 hours. Look at that. Haven't had a near 2 hour show in a long time. Feels good. Feels good. And also, there was a comment earlier. El Dingo says, love the longer discourse on Halo-related stuff. I agree, El Dingo. And that's why, I'll just say this as well. That's the best part. Like, I'm just going to go on a little, this isn't a rant. I'm just going to go on a little sidetrack here. That's the best part about this thing, right? It's one of the things that I'm so thankful for and grateful for, switching to a live show after however many years it was, and being able to have more of a chat interaction during the live show. I know it can be difficult for the audio listeners, and for that I do apologize genuinely, because it is kind of nice to have just a nice succinct A to B to C audio show to go through. But what I really love about the evolution of the show over the years is that there has been more of an emphasis put on those that are interacting with the show during the live show in the chat. And that's not to say, like, I love when we get the YouTube comments as well, because we do read those, reply to them. And it's fucking awesome. So being able to have those longer discussions, getting your guys' viewpoints in chat as well, is just something that I always appreciate. So any and all opportunities, you guys have them. You know, if there's anything being talked about, you guys want to talk more about, that's what the show can be used for too. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're all here for, is to talk about this scene and to talk about this franchise that we love and sometimes love to hate. With that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode 427 of the show. You can find HCS Pro Talk on all your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. It's on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, if that thing still exists. I don't even know if it does anymore. And my favorite, Pocket Cast. Not an ad. Got a link tree as well. Provides links to all the social stuff. Fear says, what about MySpace? Fear, welcome. No. Friendster, though? Stay tuned, man. It's going to make a comeback. I'm telling you right now. Buy your Friendster stocks. You know what I mean? This is not financial advice. Jesus Christ. Discord, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, which is right here, TikTok, and a link to the merch, which will always be available. Go check them out. All in the link tree. You can head over to hcsprotalk.com, which will take you over to haloevolve.co, your home for Halo. Check out all the Podcast Evolve shows, Podcast Evolve, Mission Debrief, Halo DV Plus, Book Club Builds with Blocks, Halo Headlines, and Halo Gear Guide. Go check them out, because they're great. What's up, Juan? welcome back. Whew. That was fun. That was a fun time. Thank you all again for the discussion. It felt really good to have all this stuff to talk about this week. It won't be like this every week, unfortunately, but I said it last week. Fear says definitely need to upload the podcast to Napster. Hell yeah, dude. Thank God it's already free. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. No need to pirate. Yes, Aldingo. The first open is this weekend. That is correct. Fear. I'm old as well. I am old as well. I feel it every day when I wake up. And I feel it every day I look at my child. I'm like, God damn it. I said it last week and I'll say it again. I know, I'm well aware that the year that we are about to have, like this quote unquote off season that is about to kick off, is not going to be at the same capacity as a normal year of the HCS. Okay. That's not lost on me. I'm not trying to put rose-tinted glasses on and be like, everything's okay, guys, because I know the state that we're in. But at the same time, when I was writing the show notes for last week's show, and especially this week's show, that feeling came back. That feeling of like, oh shit, things are kicking back up again. Regardless of the scale, regardless of the capacity, regardless of the size, things are kicking back up again. We have our first online open of the year for DreamHack Birmingham, and that's taking place this weekend. We're finally going to be able to see the amount of teams that sign up. I know it's only an online open, and you know how much stock I put in online performance, but that's nevertheless about an off-season year. We finally get to see what type of engagement we can maybe expect. And at the same time, this is for an EU LAN, or I should say a LAN within the EU region. It's not strictly for, like, it's not just for EU teams. So just keep that in mind. And at the very least, we have things to look forward to. And like I said, when I was writing the notes for last week's show, and especially this week's show, that feeling came back. That feeling of like, oh my God, it's things are finally happening again. No matter how big, no matter how small, things are finally kicking off again. We have an online open this weekend. DreamHack is just a short time away. Rosters are actually forming. Shopify's still going to be there, even if they're going to dominate everything. The LVT LAN is coming up this month. Who knows how many teams are going to sign up for that? I hope a lot. I really, really do. Like that's the thing, right? Is like everybody says, me too. Like I'm with them of how great of a job LVT Halo does for the community and for the scene. So now, to everybody that gives them praise, myself included, I'm not able to compete, but to everybody out there, now is your chance to really give back to them as well. If you're in that area, if you're able to be in that area in San Antonio, buy a team pass. Compete. There's a Halo Infinite 4v4 and a Halo 3 4v4 that'll be played on 360s, which is fucking weird. They're going to have side tournaments as well. Go compete. Will LVT be streaming this weekend? I hope so. That's actually a really good question. I don't know. I hope so. I would think so. But I don't know. Ash says Aldingo, yes. Okay, cool. There's your answer. Did they ever post a tweet about it? Regardless, God damn it. So yeah, go show your support. Because even though we're in a down year, even though we're in the quote unquote off season year, said it weeks ago. There are so many things to still look forward to this year. There's still things that haven't even been announced yet. And let me clarify that. I don't have insider knowledge or anything like that. Like, I'm not trying to leak. I'm not leaking anything or anything like that. I'm going based off of what was announced at the end, during Worlds, right? Where they said that FaZe, they said that SSG, in some capacity, would still be supporting the scene in some capacity during this year. Whether that be online events or what have you, I still don't think we have everything announced yet. So there are things to look forward to. We have lands. Yes, the prize pools aren't as big as they used to be. Yes, the fucking, what am I trying to say? The available team slots aren't as large as they were before. At least not for DreamHack Birmingham. 32 team max, I think. But we have events to look forward to. We have competition to look forward to. So, even if things may seem dire, understand, and I know this is going to sound stupid, but understand that it's not nearly as bad as it could be. It's not nearly as bad as it could be. And, maybe I'm being naive right now, but I'm genuinely fucking excited for this year. Even if I think Shopify are going to win everything, I'm still excited for this year because at the end of the day, we're getting more competitive Halo to watch. And I love that shit. Then I would expect you love that shit too, or else you probably wouldn't be here listening to this. So, try to enjoy it. Try to enjoy it. Doc says, a couple years ago, I got back into gaming. 35 years old now. Hey, congratulations. Didn't even know Halo Infinite was a thing. Last played Halo 3 in 2007. Shout out Halo 3. It's such a good community. I think more and more 30-something-year-olds are coming back to gaming and figuring out Twitch and Discord. It's unfortunate there isn't a new game, but I think we'll continue to see the game grow. So thanks for providing a space for Pro Talk. Hey, thank you, Doc. Goddamn. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Seriously, that's awesome. And welcome back, Welcome back. Shout out to you for this. I don't mean for this to sound stupid. Shout out to you for kind of finding yourself again, right? Finding that passion, finding that love of games again. Love that shit. Because that's at the end of the day, that's what we're all fucking here for. I'm just one guy, right? I'm one guy who genuinely loves this franchise. It's bullshit and all. And loves you guys and loves being able to talk about and share experiences about this franchise and about this competitive scene that we love together. So, Doc, shout out to you. And thank you very much for that. Love you, Honcho. Love you. So like I said, I know it's easy to look at it all and be all doom and gloom about it and whatnot. And I see the Reddit posts and shit like that. And I see the Reddit comments of being like, why would anybody decide to compete in this? There's nothing there and blah, blah, blah. And I get it to an extent. I do. The money is not there. The money isn't what it was the past 4 years. Player salaries are not there. The only team that has a legitimate organization backing them right now with a genuine salary and whatnot is Shopify. So I get it. From a livelihood standpoint, shit's fucking tough. And that's why I would never blame a player for taking a step back and reevaluating and doing what's in their best interest. Because I am an adult. I have a family. I have a job. Life fucking sucks, man. I get it. It's also why I'm grateful to those that still continue to choose to compete, if they're able to. Because if players decide to compete, then we have something to watch and we have something to talk about. And at the end of the day, I really fucking love talking about competitive Halo. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode 427. To those tuning in live, thank you so much for doing so. To those checking out the audio show, hope you're having a great fucking day, week, month, whatever it is. I made this joke before, I'll say it again. If you're taking some time on the shitter, listen to the show, hope you're having a good one too. Stay safe out there. Be kind to one another. Respect each other. I'll see you next week for the first open leading up to DreamHack Birmingham. Have a great week, everyone. Catch you next time. But until then.